This video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Hi everyone, welcome to a week in my life as a freelance animator. So I've got quite a bit to do today and for the rest of the week actually. A lot of times my schedule will fluctuate, so I'll have really busy periods and then I'll have absolutely nothing to do other than personal projects. So take what you see with a grain of salt, like every week is different, but I hope you enjoy this video nonetheless.
Since it was October, I started the week with some warm-ups and thumbnails from the Peachtober prompt list, which is one of the drawing challenges that happens in October and is run by Very Little Peach. By keeping the thumbnails small and simple, I could make sure that I wasn't too stressed about them looking good. I like to have a personal project going on in between freelance, so I can have something else to relax with or work on between jobs. These won't be animated or posted to the official Peachtober tag since I'm too busy to participate properly this year, but I think it would be fun to make some style frames for my favourites. With the thumbnails finished, it was time to get back to the freelance work, and I was starting a couple of new shots on a project this week. I would have loved to show you what I'm working on, but I'm under an NDA and any promotion and behind the scenes will be posted closer to the release date. I have been filming a few things while I work so I can edit them later on. So I did film a little bit of myself and I always end up looking really intense. What keeps me from hating everything is taking breaks, so after about 3 or 4 hours I ended up switching to scripting some new videos on my laptop. A change of scenery can help as well, so usually I'll work in the lounge, but I've started working more often with friends in coffee shops or at their houses if they want some company and we've got something planned after. But on this day, just as I was finishing up the script, my sister found an injured pigeon, and since she's very afraid of birds, I had to be the one to get it. I didn't have any gloves, but I did wash my hands thoroughly after getting it into this box. It looked like it had been attacked, so we called a wildlife rescue who asked us to drop it off. On our way home we picked up Rolo, who had a play date with his sausage friends. I've muted the clip because it was just constant barking, but he always has such a good time and is absolutely exhausted afterwards, which means lots of cuddles. When we got back, I had planned on doing a little more work, but I had a sudden migraine, so ended up taking a nap, getting up for dinner and then going straight back to bed to sleep. In the past, I've tried to work through a migraine or finish just one more thing, but I wouldn't recommend it if you actually want to get anything done the next day. In the morning, I felt much better. I finished my freelance shot and had an exciting delivery from Get Baked in Leeds. They make cakes, cookies and brownies. Sometimes you see something online and it's hyped up and it doesn't meet your expectations, but this one did. I bought the Bruce, which is meant to be like the cake from Matilda. It might be a single slice, but there's 20 layers and you don't want a lot because it is so rich and a little goes a long way. The best way to eat this, I think, is to stick it in the microwave for 15 to 30 seconds and then add some double cream. Sometimes you just need a little treat as motivation, or a well done for finishing a task, or not having a migraine anymore, or it might be a Tuesday and you don't need a reason at all. Unfortunately, I couldn't just sit, eat cake and watch K-dramas all day, so while I waited for feedback and new shots, I started on some more scripts for videos and got distracted with some old ones I found.
So I've just finished recording the audio for the next video that's coming out that needed like some adjustments, but I decided to go through some scripts that I've written previously for like story times and things. I don't really do them anymore. Like the last one I worked on is still like half finished. I probably could blast through it in a couple of weeks and get it done, but looking back at it now, I'm like, the audio is terrible, the thing is terrible, and I'm kind of a little bit afraid to open it. But I'm just reading through some of the scripts that I'd previously done for story times that never actually made it to the storyboard phase. This one is half finished and I'm looking back at it now and I'm like, actually it's decent. This is decent. I kind of want to make it now. Here's a line. It was back in the good old days, pre-2008, when our chunky family PC had a floppy disk drive as standard, and I still believed my future would contain a stable job with a steady income that would allow me to buy a house and a dog. When did I write this? Oh my god, this last line before I stopped writing the script is quite funny. I don't remember whether it was revenge for something she did that day, a week ago, a month ago, or whether I just thought it would be funny. But one night I decided to crush my sister's hopes and dreams. There's another one that I have that's talking about a dream that I had, and that one's actually finished, so I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted to do that one. And I read it to my friend the other day and she was like, I'd love to see that animated. And I was like, really? So maybe when my current projects are finished, I might go back to it, or it might just be something I work on in my spare time and do on live stream. What? So I actually finished the thumbnails. My next step is to turn the thumbnails into style frames. So I'm not actually sure what color I'm gonna go for yet. And I also picked up this phone attachment, which stretches out, for my little Manfrotto tripod. So hopefully I can get a couple of different angles. So I've got this Canon G7X camera to do nice top-down shots, and then this will be like a side angle. Very useful. I'm actually really liking it so far. It is made of plastic, but it doesn't feel like a bad cheapy plastic, and it wasn't too expensive either. So I'll leave a link to that in the description if anyone wants to check it out. It just comes off with a little twist. So if you've already got an existing tripod, it can just fit onto there.
The next week was more of the same. I really try and break up my days and hop between freelance and personal projects, so I don't hate everything I'm making when I stare at a project for too long. I do listen to music, podcasts, or have a study with me or Pomodoro timer on while I work, so I can stay focused, and I like to plan my projects ahead to build a schedule for myself, even if I have to change it later just in case anything new pops up. Which it always does. I am endlessly curious about how other artists do things and how they make their stuff and how I can make better videos and improve my workflow.
So I'm all ready to go. I'm dressed, I'm wearing my new jumper. It says yes mate on the front and it says no mate on the back. I got this oversized because I prefer an oversized hoodie. I've got my bag and everything I need. I don't think I'm going to be back too late, but I'm just looking around at my office and it's the box room. My bedroom is a lot bigger, but because I spend most of my time in here, I think it's going to be better for me if I swap them around. I've spoken to my family about it and they're like, yeah, sure, you can do that. Thing is, I've got so much to do that it needs to be done quickly if I'm going to switch it around, because otherwise it will get later and later and then I won't do it. So I think next week I'm going to pin 3 days to get it done. So it'll probably be like Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. And it's going to involve getting everything out of this room, cleaning, painting, and then moving my bedroom stuff in here, cleaning, maybe painting, probably not. I don't know whether I can be bothered. It's kind of been freshly painted, that room, but this one's never been done. It's been like this since we moved in. So it's probably just decoration and arranging furniture in that one and putting up a couple of shelves. I'm being optimistic that it can happen in 3 days. As long as I can get my PC and my desk set up in there and my bed in this room, we should be good. I'm definitely going to be filming it, so you'll probably see that on here at some point, but I'm probably going to be late now, so I've got to go. I have woken up and I've seen that there have been some messages in Slack, which is what we're using for the freelance project to communicate with each other. I've got 4 new shots to do and another scene that I need to rough out. It's all fairly simple stuff. I'm just waiting on a few bits, but I have a meeting later, so I need to get as much done of those as possible to show the team. And then after that, I'm going to be recording some videos for YouTube, or like filming some stuff to go in a tutorial. And then after dinner, I might stream for a little bit and get some more stuff done, but we'll see how I feel. Usually after dinner, I don't really feel like doing much, and I will take that time to relax and do the things that I would like to do during the day. Also, working on personal stuff gives me something to film for you, because with I think pretty much every freelance project there's an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, and unless you get like explicit permission from like your director, your lead, to share things, that's a big no. So I asked, and we're going to be filming some stuff for release later, but closer to when the film is actually going to be coming out. Half an hour till the meeting, and I'm
almost done. I'm about halfway through. Whoa, whoa! We are not jumping down from there. Probably. What's going on? So my meeting is finished and I basically have 7 shots to finish by Wednesday. It's fine because aside from one, which I'm waiting on layout for, the rest are actually finished, roughs anyway, and they just need to be smoother, and there's a couple of bits that just need a little zhuzh. Technical term. I'm really trying not to give anything away because NDAs, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the project so far. Excited for that. I think I can get most of it done tonight and then finish up tomorrow, ready for the extra bits that are going to help me do the next part for Wednesday. Yeah. So I have a dilemma, kind of. I don't need a new camera, but I would like one. There are 2 cameras that I would very much like. The first one is the Sony Alpha ZV E10 because it has interchangeable lenses and it's better in low light than the one I have at the minute, which is the Canon G7X, which actually belongs to my sister. So it's not even mine. She's just letting me borrow it and use it as much as I want, really. Has been a good little camera. It's what I use to film all my YouTube videos. I'm filming on it right now, but I would like to have a camera of my own. At the moment, it's on sale and it's £599, so it should really be £770. So that's a really good deal. But I'm hesitating because I hate spending like a big chunk of change. The other camera that I'd quite like is the Instax 360. So it's the one you see everyone putting it in their mouths and running with it, and they look ridiculous but like really funny at the same time. Going out and about and filming in all directions, it just gives you a lot more choice with everything. But I might get this camera. The lowest price it's ever been is $580. So a money saving tip that I have is to check out camel.com, and it's basically a price tracker website where you can set alerts for when things go down in price, and you can track price history over time, saying that the lowest price it's ever been is $580. So it's currently $599, which is really good. So I'm saving quite a lot of money. Am I girl mathing? I mean, I could have got it, and I do use a camera pretty much every day. I'm about to switch my office over, so this room is the box room. I need more space, basically. The way I have it set up is I have a desk here. There's a Kallax unit behind me, there's a desk underneath the window, and it's basically like a U shape, but there's not a lot of movement. I can't really paint and leave stuff out. It's got to be all tidied away, otherwise it just looks a mess. And it's currently a mess, a very, very big mess, which I won't show on camera because it is embarrassing, but I would just like a little bit more room. But do I get the camera now and then use it to film the transformation, or do I just stick with this one? Do I move rooms and then use the camera as a treat? Because what was the last bit of tech I bought myself? Oh, I got myself some lights last year. Do I treat myself to it? Do I deserve it? Yes. Do I want to pay that much money for a camera? No. I worked quite late last night. I finished 2 of the shots that I had to do, and I'm now working on the longer shot. It basically just needs some smoothing out in betweens and a couple of extra poses, I think, before that will be done. And then I'm waiting on some layout / style frames that I will use to animate the next scene, which I'm looking forward to. It's quite like a fun little sequence, so that's what my day is looking like. I've definitely been feeling a lot more productive, and I feel, touch wood, that I'm in the groove of doing things and getting YouTube stuff out finally. I'm really trying to be a bit more consistent. So I posted 2 videos last month. I have 2 videos ready to go this month, and I'm making the 2+ videos for next month.
so I'm not stressed. It feels very strange to be making videos and not immediately panicking about how long the next one is going to take and if I'm going to make the deadline in time. That's helped a lot.
When I find a new way of working, a new art style, or a new technique, I get so excited about all the possibilities and ways I can include it in my current work or a future project. It often doesn't feel like there's enough hours in the day to juggle my projects and learn something new, which is why I've been enjoying the classes on Skillshare while I work. If you haven't heard of Skillshare before, they're a platform that has thousands of classes on a ton of different topics, like animation, photography, filmmaking, graphic design, and productivity. So if you're looking to take your skills up a notch or learn something new, there's plenty to choose from. I've taken classes on colour grading, editing, animation, and painting, and I did get the new camera I talked about earlier. So I want to learn more about how to use it properly and the different features, so I've saved these classes to watch later. I've also been interested in working with clay again. I used it briefly in college for class, and I'm looking to get a refresher on hand building so I can make some maquettes with friends that may make it into a future video if you want to see that. So if you're interested in following your own curiosity to learn something new, the first 500 people to click my link in the description can get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Now, like lots of vlogs and things that other people post to social media, these are very short glimpses into my life, and I've done my best to highlight the things that are interesting or productive and inspiring. So please don't think I'm this social or this productive all the time. There are days when I struggle to script a video, or I might hate everything I try to animate. I might also go out to have lunch with a friend and faceplant in the middle of town. It was very embarrassing. I cut my face, my knuckles, and I scraped my glasses and ripped my leggings. I still went to lunch, of course. It was delicious, and obviously I'm fine, just a bit bruised, so I had to take things slow for a couple of days. On the upside, because life is very unpredictable and obviously I needed a win after that, I have an early access code to Procreate Dreams on the iPad, which I'm very excited about and can't wait to test it and let you know what I think in a video. Thank you so much for watching this week and a bit in my life, and I'll see you with a new video very soon. Bye!